Hey everybody, this is Monster. I'm glad you could join me today. And this is my April World Update video. Now, as you can see, I'm in a fishing village. I've been working on this for the past week or so. It's been a heck of a time chopping down all these trees. There's not an easy way to get wood in this version, but it's worth it. This is probably my favorite house, just rule of thirds. There's a chicken, he's playing in the water. Anyway, this is the town center. It's kind of like a donut with that garden area that you saw. I don't really know what to put there. Maybe a lighthouse. I don't know if I want to keep it the way that it is. But here's all the houses. They're all unique except for like two, which are the same. I copied the design from other houses I made. And this is my first house. Right here was actually an outpost that I made when I was looking for clay. I like to do that when I search for clay because it's hard to find. I make outposts with whatever materials I have. And if you look at my inventory, I actually have to transport some of my stuff back home, so I'll be doing that. So, I also don't know what to name this place, honestly. But if you have suggestions, just let me know. This is the only place with a foundation and also has a dock and a little boat. The boat is a copy design. It's not original, unfortunately. It's taken from the Golden Age Minecraft subreddit. And the inside of this has a little cherry tree and a well, which I thought was nice, but it doesn't have anything besides that. The boat design belongs to a guy named U/Pedro Tizer. So credit to him for that. Here's a little, I don't know what this is called, the area where the captain steers, and there's a sail. If it seems a little disconnected, my voice from the video, it's because I'm narrating this in post. I was doing a narration here, but I was kind of running out of things to say. It was a little awkward, so I figured I'd just narrate it afterwards. It's a little easier for me that way, and it saves some space. So here is a fun little design I came up with because animals keep spawning on those grass roofs, and they come down and they knock these boats away, so they won't stay in place. So if you look, there's a piston underneath, and they're each hooked up to each lever, and the piston is actually holding it in place, like that. And it's working pretty well. I'm actually going to take this one for a spin and give you guys a little tour of the outside, just an outside view. I think this looks kind of cinematic, honestly. But I'm pretty proud of this place. It was a grind. Chopping down trees is pretty time consuming. It's so many stacks of wood here. The wool I got from my spider farm, which I have a video, like a tutorial video about, it works pretty well. I actually think those giant trees that everybody hates are kind of faster. I usually get like a stack of logs from those, or like a lot, not a stack, but I think they're a little bit faster than mining normal trees. Those huge ones, the big ones, don't exist in this version. Those giant spruce trees, giant jungle trees, they're not here. But we do have those giant oak trees. Now, since some people wanted a world download, I'll be leaving one in the description, a link to a Google Drive download. This is the way back from the fishing village back to the center of my world. It's called Castle Von Spawn. And I'm just recording this so that you guys know how to get there if you download the world. It's not super far. It's just over that lake, up the hill, and then over another lake. And there it is. So this is the inside of the castle and one of the towers. If you saw my last world update video, nothing's really changed here. But this next part is just a short trip through the nether. I'll speed up some of it just so it doesn't take too long. But right here, and I'll go on top to get a better view. Right here there was a small lava flow coming out from the wall there. and I actually walked over this cliff, like trying to get to the castle. And I got in there, I swam, and I died and lost everything. That was when I was first going to start to make the village. I had so many stacks of wood, I had wool, I had everything I needed, and it was all gone. So that sucks. But here we are. If you caught all that, that is the way here. It's through another portal, which is decently far away. This is another one of those where I went for clay and made an outpost. And later there was a better building spot that I took advantage of. But that over there is original outpost. It's very simple. You know, there's some saplings over there I left, I guess. And yeah, right there is a canal that I made that didn't end up really going anywhere because there was just a lake on the other side. And this is a little sped up for your convenience. Okay, so if you recognize these, I made a short about it. I like making shorts. They're not like super rewarding, but it's kind of a fun editing practice. But these are the original villages that Notch designed for the game. They were later replaced by Jeb's design, which we're all familiar with, us older players, that came in the adventure update. And then in 1.14 we got the new villages, but there's nothing in these. There's only like 3 images I have to go off of because that's all that Notch ever released, and then they were never ever released. They were going to have pigmen. He talked about having pigmen in them, but we got the testificates instead. I wonder how things would have been if we had just gone this more simple route. The villages were kind of weird, just these big houses with that really expensive moss stone just generating. It's really creepy with the fog too, so I don't know, I think it's a neat vibe. I used up pretty much all my moss stone just to build this place. So, but it was worth it, and it was fun too. So back in the Nether, this is the portal to my main base, which I passed. I have not worked on this place, only to test a few designs, which I think looked good. But I've kind of left it in the dust because I've been grinding, and I've made those 2 villages. And you'll see what I've been grinding soon enough. Alright, this is the church. You probably recognize that. Now let me make my way down here. And not a lot has changed in this area. I decorated a little bit. I added some foliage, you'll see in a second. Yeah, I added some custom trees, which I like. And it really brings the place a little bit more life, which is nice. That building I've been kind of working on. I had an idea, but I left it just because it's mainly made of snow, and snow is kind of a pain to get. And here, I finally added a bottom layer. It's a dog concierge. If you throw a bone on that pressure plate, it actually opens up that iron door. You could throw anything really, but it's more fun for the imagination if you do a bone. Oh yeah, I never really showed this off, but if you layer your water in this design here, if you can see it, and then plant your sugarcane around it, it's actually a little bit more efficient. You can get more sugarcane. So just a little bit of a tip. I want to talk about how much support I got for the other videos. I don't want to say support. It's not like I have cancer or anything, but still, everybody really liked it. They really liked that I played the old versions, and they said it was nostalgic, and that I even inspired some people. So that makes me happy, man. This world is a blast. You know, it's different from the modern versions. It's a little bit more relaxed, and I feel like the gameplay is a little bit more balanced. I never actually played beta 1.7.3 until this year. I started playing Pocket Edition when I was first introduced to the game. Oh yeah, and here I added another wall segment, but I didn't add a tower because I needed a little more room over there. But I appreciate it, and I have 500 subscribers now. That's a lot of people. It's kind of hard to visualize, like 500 people just sitting down and watching something you made, but underneath there I had to use a lot of dirt to cover that up. And here I've been stripping away this land to make it flat. Maybe I would have picked a better spot for this castle, but I guess it was good as any. And I'm going to head up here, and you're going to see how much I've been mining and digging out. So I'm digging out like little lines every 2 blocks, and that just kind of helps me visualize what I have left to do. Maybe I'll use TNT, but I don't know how helpful that would actually be. I don't have that much. But yeah, that took a long time. And I don't always have time to play this. This month I was on vacation for a week, which was nice, but so, I focused on swimming and relaxing and things like that. So I didn't have as much time as I normally do. And I'm getting ready to move to college. I'm going to be a film production major. So I'm excited for that. And well, this is everything I've worked on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry about the audio. Some of it got corrupted in the clips. I just need to figure out a better way to record in the future. So, I really appreciate those of you who stuck to the end, and I mean, I appreciate those of you who clicked on it anyway. Didn't die. And I will see you later.